Hey folks, Wrath coming at you with another video. Apologies, I've been a little bit away, had a business trip down in Boston that I couldn't get away from. So want to take a minute to just answer a whole bunch of questions that I'm getting about Guild Expedition and boil it down into two simple points. We're not going to talk about a lot of the specific unit compositions or the specific strategies for beating each boss. But what I do want to demonstrate is clear guidance on what I think are the two most important things and how you could help your guild progress further and further in this GVG mode. And so just before we get into those, really simply put, there is an endless amount of cycles that you can go through. Each of them has 4 separate bosses, and those bosses do not change from cycle to cycle, but however, they do increase in difficulty. So what this means is you can effectively find optimal builds that you can tackle each boss, or have dedicated players in the guild for specific bosses that they tackle once they open up with each round. The next thing I would say is the first most important thing that I want to bring to note is that the heroes that you use in the Guild Expedition can be only used once per battle, meaning that once you do consume them for that battle, they disappear. So let me say that again. You can use heroes only once. There's an exception, and that's point number 2 that we're going to talk about in a second. But once you use those specific heroes, they disappear. The second point here is that there are specific heroes who do not apply to that rule. So in this case, Samael, Taylor, and the new Hunter chick. They do not apply to that rule, meaning that you can use them an endless amount of times as long as you have the tickets accordingly. So then why are these 2 key components important in helping you progress in this mode? And it's because of the final caveat that we have. And the final caveat is that if you deliver the killing blow on the boss for whatever difficulty you're at, the challenge ticket that you use is not consumed. I'm going to say that again. If you kill the boss and you deliver the killing blow on the boss, the challenge ticket that you use is not consumed. What this means is you can get very creative by leveraging the heroes that do not get exhausted with potential food or fodder, as long as you can deliver the killing blow. So what this means is that you can effectively have 2 potential tries or attempts out of killing the previous boss and then using fantastic or your best heroes on the subsequent boss that you're going to hit afterwards. And so that's how some people will have 6, 7, 8 different challenge tickets consumed. And so here's where the strategy comes, right? If you've got players in the guild that don't have the same performance as everybody else, maybe you've got some players with really stacked accounts, whereas others don't, then you can be very creative and selective about when they hit and what they hit. Ultimately, this is going to result in the more attempts that you guys have at the various bosses, the higher damage that you'll do, and the more that your guilds will progress. Hope that helps. Catch you on the next one. Peace.